Hi guys. So today I thought I'd take a few moments to talk about like um, the main things that you need to think about when you're planning your wedding and when to book the main vendors. So first of all, so you've just got engaged. Um, Most people are planning a wedding for around 12 months out, maybe a little bit longer if you're super organised. The first thing you should probably think about booking is your venue. Um, the Most popular venues book out quite far in advance, particularly if you want a Saturday in summer. So definitely a good idea to start thinking about that sort of thing. Now, if you're wanting full service planning, then it's a good idea to pick your wedding planner now. That way, they can accompany you to all of your venue visits and really help get you the best deal possible on your venue. Um, Once you've got your venue picked, you should start thinking about booking your photographer, because a lot of the best photographers in the area book out very far in advance, so it's good to get them locked in. And then you might want to start considering your florist or your band if you're looking at a really popular band, stylists if you're wanting to do wedding styling, things like that. But you can pretty much relax once you've got the main ones until about 6 months out from the wedding. Now, at about 6 months out from the wedding, I would recommend you sending your save the dates out to everyone that you're wanting to come. This is beneficial for you as well as for your guests. It gives you a good idea of roughly how many guests you're going to be considering. You're going to be thinking about having, and also it gives your guests a bit of time to save up if it's a destination wedding, or just get organised as well, for make sure that they don't book anything else on that date. If you have guests coming from overseas, I do recommend sending your save the dates earlier than 6 months, just to make sure that they can get flights and things like that. Yeah, so that's definitely something to consider. Now, at about 6 months out, it's also a good idea to start picking your bridesmaids and groomsmen. And if you want to do anything like proposal boxes or anything like that for your bridesmaids and groomsmen, then it's quite cute to do that then as well. And then you should start thinking about booking your florist, booking your flowers. You need to get your dress sorted. You don't want to leave it any less than 6 months if you're going to get your dress sorted, because they often have to make alterations and things like that. And and then you can relax again for a couple more months, and then you should think about organising your rings. You should, so probably about 4 months out, start thinking about organising your rings, organising your bridesmaids attire. Think about organising your groom's suit and your groomsman's suit, especially if you need them to be altered or ordered in from overseas. That sort of thing. And then if you're thinking of having a day off coordination, it's probably a good idea to think about booking your day off coordination a few months out as well. So it's good. It's a good sort of advice there. Between 3 months out and 1 month out, you need to order your marriage license. So don't leave it any less than 1 month. Sometimes these things can take some time, so just make sure that you have that sorted, and make sure you've got your celebrant sorted as well. It's probably a good idea between 3 and 6 months out, especially if it's a popular one. And then about a month before, then you'll sit down with your caterers and go through all your details. You'll sit down with your photographer, you'll sit down with your wedding coordinator, and also you can get your cake and that sorted as well then, and do all the lovely cake tastings and things and pick what flavours you want, which is always fun. If your caterer offers you a menu tasting, then that will probably be between 1 and 2 months out, which is always quite a nice thing to do if possible. Sometimes there's a charge involved with that, and sometimes they're included in the package. If it's a buffet, then they might not offer a menu tasting, or just samples of some food, but it's always good to ask. And then about 3 months out, I would send your official invitations, with an RSVP date of 1 month out from your wedding, so that you have that information to give your wedding coordinator and caterers when you have your sit down with them about a month out. And then a couple of weeks out, I would be having the final adjustments to your dress, getting any bridal jewellery that you want, having your hair and makeup trials, and then about a day before, generally a day before or a couple of days before, you'd have your wedding rehearsal. You might do spray tans, you might get nails done, all that sort of thing. And then the day before, if you're lucky enough to have a venue that lets you set up the day before, then you might be able to do some decorations, or if you're having a stylist, then you don't need to worry about that. It's always lovely, but you can just relax and let them take control of that. And then it's your big day, so enjoy it. So that's all from me today. I hope this has been valuable to you. Get in touch if there's anything I can help with. Alright.